a social skill, what it is called popularly. It is taking a toll. Technology is necessary, technology is not sufficient. While we cannot live without technology, we cannot do away with it, we must limit the use of it. I find among the young students, why only young people, even your parents, all the time people are busy on the mobile. The time that you spend on a screen, just watching something which is not relevant to you, your life, your career, it's just a waste of time. It's a major distraction. And you have to be very, very careful. You must know, you know that for many of your, for the sake of knowledge, for the sake of getting information, for the sake of even some of your curriculum, you go on internet. Good. But limit it. Excessive use of it is destroying you. Better be careful. Next.
Your Excellency, I am Dhanashri of class 11 from Mary Matha Matric Higher Secondary School. This is the first time in history of Theni district that the Honourable Governor is paying a visit to a school and interacting with the school children. Thank you so much, sir, for your presence enlightening in our school. All of us are proud that our country has created history in launching more than 125 satellites on telecommunication, weather forecasting, and so on. I would like to know your esteemed opinion about the benefits of satellite for the students' community in educational scenario.
You know, please sit down. Today, satellites are needed to improve or to do things efficiently in every walk of life. Satellites are not just important in watching DTH direct to home on the TV, some film and all, but satellites are important for your agriculture, weather prediction, efficient utilization of resources, choose any, even for telemedicine. You know, when a doctor today sitting somewhere is operating a patient thousands of kilometers away, it is only possible through satellites. So satellites are very, very important. And in coming days, we are going to have more and more satellites. I was privileged. I must say I was privileged. You know, last year, 2023, we know that students had launched a large number of satellites. Not that they had made the satellites, and satellites were launched by our ISRO. And I had occasion to felicitate more than 50 such school students who had made the satellites. I do not know whether there was anybody from this school. I can't recall. I was delighted to see students coming from high school students, coming from rural areas, when they came and they started explaining to me different parts of the satellites and how they integrated the system. It was music to ears. It made me feel enormously proud that look, here are our children. In our days, we only heard that there was a satellite. Till some time back, satellite was as if it was a remote subject, a remote thing and subject. But today, our school children are making satellites. You should be happy to know that in our IIT Madras, there is a startup, Agnikul. They have made launch vehicles. Students, of course, they are engineering students. They are engineers. They are not school students. But they are very young people, young engineers, those who have made launch vehicles to launch satellite in the space. Because you know how the satellite reaches the sky. For the satellite to reach the space in any defined orbit, it has to be launched, it has to be thrown up. Now, mostly the vehicles for launching are heavy vehicles, very expensive. They are meant to launch heavy vehicles that are running in several metric tons. But today, when the technology is moving so fast, most of the equipments like sensors in the satellite, they will change in another 6 to 1 year time because a new faster sensor will come. So we have to have new devices placed. So today they need a smaller satellites and capacity to launch the smaller satellites. And this capacity has been developed by our young entrepreneurs in IIT Madras. Satellite is needed. We will have more satellites in future. At the same time, there are problems because satellites are also creating what is called a space debris, because these are flying objects. These flying objects, once they lose their utility, they have a lifespan. After that lifespan, they become dead. They become dead flying objects. They create pollution in the space. They create threats to other satellites which are being launched because there is a chance, you might have read about meteorites, loose objects in the sky, astronomical objects which are floating around. Risk is new satellites can go and collide, launching. So there are risks. Anyway, these are all you have for any new invention, any move forward, there will be some side effect. So that has to be addressed. These are being addressed. And by the way, the challenge of how to address the problem of space debris, means satellites which have gone dead, is also being developed by some young engineering students based in Hyderabad and Bangalore. They are doing wonderful work. Thank you. Next. Why only two were prepared or what? If you are only two, then I will start asking you question. You better ask. Any curiosity? I think you are still thinking that you have to be very, very cautious and careful in talking to a governor. I told you. Relax. Yes, here he comes. Give us the mic. Or I'll come and I will hear you. But I will repeat your question. Yes.
Good morning, sir. I'm very happy to see you and interact with you. And my question is, what is your view about missing an opportunity in your life?
What's your name?
Dharani Shri, sir.
Huh?
Dharani Shri.
Dharani Shri. Missing opportunities in life. Sit down. Opportunity, it's true that opportunity comes your way and you like to catch the opportunity. But I will go one step further. You prepare yourself. If you have prepared yourself, opportunities will keep falling on your way. You will keep getting more and more opportunities. So, you create opportunities also. There are opportunities that come your way. But if you are prepared, many opportunities will come your way and you can create opportunities. So most important thing is not to worry about missing opportunities, because opportunity, yes. Whether important thing is whether you have prepared yourself, you have made yourself so capable. You know, my young friends, I'll tell you from my experience. I know that Theni is a relatively poor district, largely agriculture based. I come from a very rural background. I come from a farming family. In my village where I lived and studied up to class 12. Those days there was no 12, I did my school 11, I should say. I'd completed my high school. There was no electricity in my house, in my whole village. I used to study in kerosene lamp. I don't know how many of you have seen it. My school was 8 kilometers away. I had to walk. There was no road. So, you may come from a situation which is not very favorable, but with your hard work and determination, you can create opportunities. Even in that rural village, without electricity, reading in kerosene lamps, in the night when I used to sleep on the rooftop and look at the stars, I used to dream to go to the stars. I studied hard. You know, what is important is how hardworking you are, how disciplined you are in your day-to-day life. Opportunities will keep coming your way. You don't have to regret if you miss one, if you have made yourself capable. My advice to you all, the young friends, you know, you should remember, which I always tell my young friends when I meet the young students, whether in the school or in college, universities, I tell them, each one of us, we have three aspects of our personality. One is a physical self. I can see, you can see me, I can see you all. Physical self, the body that you have. Your responsibility is to keep it healthy. To keep it healthy, at your age, you should play games, sports, physical activity. And healthy diet. Healthy diet. Occasionally, once in a while, you can indulge in what is called junk food. But try to eat healthy food. And healthy foods are not very expensive, I tell you. Millet. Millet is not that expensive and it is very nutritious. Healthy food is there right in our kitchen if we know how to use it. So keep yourself healthy with games, sports or physical exercise. The second aspect and proper diet. Other aspect of your personality is intellectual. Physical is visible, intellectual is not. Intellectual is your knowledge, your understanding. For that, read well. Study hard. Study hard what you are studying today in your courses curriculum. Also, I am sure your teachers would be recommending you some other books to read. Not necessarily books which are mentioned in your course, but even other books. Develop a reading habit. Develop a reading habit all through your life. You know, physically you might be very healthy, but the moment you visit some place and open your mouth, people will judge you how smart, how intelligent you are. If you are not well read, you will have a disadvantage. So develop a reading habit. Reading habit beyond your courses, what you are reading now. Right now you are preparing for exam. Of course, you will not have much time to read other books. But develop a reading habit as a part of your life. Every day I must read 1 hour. 1 hour, some other books. Get good books. Your teachers might recommend you some good books. You can also find out some names of some good authors. Pick up their books and read. I don't encourage students to read too much of fantasy books. I find nowadays the students are more interested in reading fantasy books. Not bad, you can read it, no harm in it. But it does not intellectually enrich you. These are very thrilling. But why do you read? You read to make yourself intellectually richer. So read books written by some good authors. Read the autobiography of great successful people. In my school days, my favorite book was autobiography of Mahatma Gandhi. My Experiment with Truth. Very interesting and very inspiring book. Read the autobiography of great successful people. That will give you an inspiration and insight how this person who was once like you became so great. You will learn from that. So, intellectual self, physical self, intellectual self. And the third aspect of your personality is, which is beyond physical, beyond intellectual, what is, I say, a spiritual. When I say spiritual, I don't mean to say that you have to go to temple or a church or a mosque. By a spiritual I mean, when you see a person with a disability trying to cross the road, do you help that person crossing the road? Do you see, when you see somebody, nobody is attending on that person, but somebody is sick or wounded, taken to hospital, do you help that person? What I am trying to say is seva, service. When you see, and even let us say a stray dog, hurt, injured, how do you feel? Does it make you feel sad? Now, this aspect of our life, this aspect of our personality, which I say spiritual, which is essentially developing, you already have within you. That has to be awakened. Compassion, service. It makes you a far better human being. You can be physically healthy and strong. You can be intellectually a great person, a great scholar. But if you are not, if you do not have that element of compassion, that sense of service to someone who is in need of service, if you are selfish to ignore that, you are not a good human being. And I tell you, success in life, you will find, you said opportunities. If you are taking care of yourself, eating properly, playing games or doing some exercises, so keeping you healthy, reading, developing intellectually, and this sense of service, sense of compassion. A small way, you don't have to be necessarily that Bill Gates, that I have to have so much millions and billions of dollars. Even without a penny in your pocket, you can be a great help to somebody who is in need. Thing is, if you are sensitive and you, over the period, over the age, you develop it more, many opportunities will come. People will like you. People will come closer to you. You will be a magnet. People will coming closer. As you grow, you will go to college, universities. You will be earning your livelihood. You will get better jobs. Or you might be an entrepreneur. You might start something, you start giving jobs. You will start earning money. Think of some child or children in your village, in your neighborhood, who is poor and deprived. Can you think of sponsoring one or two such children, child or children, at their studies? Okay, I have sufficient, I can help this. Okay, this child, I will bear the cost of this education all through. You know, the kind of happiness, the kind of satisfaction that you will get, you can't describe. I have experienced it. Many people have experienced it. You know, there are a number of children. You know, now my family, people say, how large is your family? Husband, wife, the children. I see my family is much, much larger because I have a large number of such members in my family who were not blood related to me, but they are closer to me and at least not less closer than my blood relative. We exchange letters, birthday greetings. They come visit me whenever they have opportunity. I find so happy. There is so much happiness in life. So, as a student, you must ensure that you have, first of all, you have self-discipline in your life. The moment you wake up and when you go to bed, how are you using your time? Do you wake up every day at the same time in the morning? Or do you relax? No, today I will wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock, today is week, Sunday, okay, I have to sleep. No, this is not done. You must develop self-discipline in your life. You have to get up, you must get up at time which you decide, and preferably early. For example, I have a habit of getting up at 5 in the morning. Of course, when I was a student like you, I used to get up a little earlier than 5, but later I have made 5 o'clock. I get up at 5 o'clock. Get up. How you use your time. Don't waste time. Because time lost is lost forever. So you have, use your time properly. As a student, you have your timetable. How much time, how much hour to which subject. Subject which is difficult, allot more time. Don't run away. You know, I have found some students running away from mathematics. Mathematics is very difficult. No, it's not. It scares you if you are scared. If you confront it, you will enjoy it. It becomes a fun. Mathematics can be a fun. So, devote more time to the subject which are difficult. As I said, play games, do exercise. In the night when you go and sleep, when you are going to sleep, for a few minutes, take a stock of what did you do for the day. Did you waste your day or did you learn something? Make it a habit. And I tell you, there is nothing beyond you. Believe me, I have come from absolutely unknown, rural, far backward, behind background in the village. There is no reason why you can't make it. You are like seeds of a banyan tree. I very often tell the young students, you are like seeds of a banyan tree. Have you seen the seeds of a banyan tree? I do not know how many of you have seen. I think being in the rural setup, you should be having it. You should have seen it. But I am sure you must have seen the tree. How mammoth, how big is the banyan tree? Its seeds are very, very tiny. But in that tiny seed is hidden a huge banyan tree. You all are like that. And don't cry that I don't have a good atmosphere at home and don't have, my parents are poor. No. These are excuses. Work hard. You try, you have a large dream, what you want to be in life. Don't set your dream small. Because be sure you will never be larger than your dream. So have dream high. If you are in a science and technology, be a big scientist, great engineer, Visvesvaraya. As engineer, have the model. A civil servant has to be the top. I have to get into the All India services. Whichever field you choose, your dream must be large. And with your self-discipline and your hard work, you will make it. And you will have many, many opportunities coming your way. You don't have to regret missing an opportunity. One goes, many others will come. It's in your hand. Have the self-confidence. Don't keep company with anyone who keeps telling, I'm lose. No, it is not possible, it is not possible. No. Negative energy absorbs your positive energy. Avoid company with losers. Those who say that I cannot. Loser I do not mean those who have got a setback. Loser means loser mentality. I cannot do it. It is not possible. How can I? It is only for the city people. It is for the Chennai and Delhi people. No. Don't keep company with those guys. Positive, keep company with those who have positive mind. Positive mind, it will be more positive. With the negative, it will take away your energy. Avoid company. And I'm sure we will all grow and make our country a great country. And you must realize, I told you just some minutes back that I have felicitated, honored more than 50 students from our state, coming from rural background who made satellites. Look at it, at what age you are. Today our country is changing and changing fast. Many opportunities are coming. New things are coming up in every field. Today India is respected all over the world. When India speaks, the whole world listens. It is because our young people young men and women are doing incredible things, taking things to the moon, to the sun, to the bottom of the ocean, all around. So it is a very special time for you all. You have a lot of opportunities before you. With your hard work, self-discipline, and self-confidence, you can achieve anything. Thank you very much. Thank you, my friend.
I'm sure that this interaction with our Honourable Governor will be valuable learning experience for all of us. I would like to invite Reverend Father Sinum Joseph CMI, Secretary of Mary Matha Educational and Charitable Society and Principal of Mary Matha Matriculation Higher Secondary School, to deliver the word of thanks.
Your Excellency, R.N. Ravi, the Honourable Governor of Tamilnadu, other eminent guests and distinguished dignitaries. On behalf of school management, teaching and non-teaching staff, and students community, I sincerely extend our heartfelt gratitude for having paid a vibrant visit to our educational institution. Your visit is a testament of selfless service to the society. It proves that you are so simple by the way which you were interacting with our students. It is an honor and high recognition to our school as you have chosen our school for your gracious visit and interaction with the children and our teachers. It's a historic day for our school. Being a great visionary and nation builder, your benevolent visit and illuminating interaction will doubtlessly continue to guide us as we strive for excellence. We are deeply grateful for the valuable insights and encouragement you have shared during your inspiring interaction. Your unwavering commitment to the welfare and development of our state is truly commendable, and we feel privileged to have an opportunity to listen your words of wisdom. Once again, I extend my sincere thanks and gratefulness to our Governor R.N. Ravi for magnanimous time with us. We owe a deep debt of gratefulness for your presence and kindness. Thank you very much.
I request everyone to stand up for the concluding national anthem.
अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जाहे तव शुभ आशीष माहे गाहे तव जय गाता जनहन मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
As we conclude, let's carry the energy of today's discussion into our endeavors. I wish to say that it has truly been an honor for our institution to have such an accomplished gathering. Thank you for making this event a memorable success. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you.